what about politics in the church? Like today, most of the denominations that have branches so much, like Corking, Church of Christ in Nigeria, ECWA, Evangelical Church Winning All, you know, and so many churches like that, Baptists, you know, they have a convention and all of that. There's a very serious politics going on within for the, you know, election of elders, appointments, and all of that. And sometimes it turns very dirty. Dirty to the point of even thinking about eliminating people's lives. You know, I don't know if it's the right place to say it. I have a school I'm attending, a theological school I'm attending, and they need a new provost because the tenure of the provost is over. And those contending, for the office, do all manner of things to get the appointment from the headquarters in Jos. Right. You know, this is a school far away from Jos, but they are doing everything. And within, they're doing so many things to attack each other. In fact, one of my teachers, to say the truth, he feels he could make a lot of difference, but his fear is what they will do to him if he comes out. So what will you say about such kind of politics? It is very rampant within the church and the body of Christ in Nigeria.
The most common term used in the New Testament for a Christian is slave. If you think of yourself as a slave, slaves aren't that political.
Wow. Wow.
And so part of it is that people aren't approaching it with humility. And
Okay.
not to say that the professor that you were talking about wasn't approaching it with humility, where he goes, I think I could be of help, but it's just, it's too difficult to deal with the politics.
Yeah.
But in 1 Corinthians 12, it talks about we're members of a body. And if we're thinking about ourselves that way, we don't say, well, I want to be a hand, and I don't want this guy to be a hand. I want the position of hand, not him. You go, I'm a hand, I should be a hand. I'm a foot, I should be a foot. The foot is not supposed to say, I want to be a hand. Right? That's what it says in 1 Corinthians 12, where I think it uses I.
Yes.
You know, the ear is not supposed to say, I want to be an eye. The ear should be satisfied to be an ear. Church politics are because of the sin of people not accepting the place that God appointed them to. Because what everybody should say is, this is the best person for the office.
Wow.
And everybody should say, this is, it's fine to say, I believe that God would have me do this because here's the gifts that he's given me, and I think that puts me in that position. I think I'm a hand. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if they're corrected because they're wrong, they should go, I'm glad I have a better understanding of who I am in the body of Christ. But a body inherently should not have politics with one another. It doesn't make any sense where they're trying to vie for one another with position. It's because the world's been adopted into the church, because the church is a body, the church is a family.
Yes.
Families aren't supposed to have politics either. The father says this is what happens, and that's what's supposed to happen, and it's supposed to be led, and the wife is supposed to be working, and everybody's supposed to be saying what is the best for the family. And that's what a church should be like. When you get into politics, it's always, how do I get my party to have power? How do I do this? How do I do that? And the church should not adopt those things. When the church adopts those things, it's not looking like the body of Christ.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much.